All right, it's this time of the year for fantasy basketball. Once again, we are using Yahoo. Let's go ahead and go to my league. That's my settings right here. Okay. Let's go ahead and enter the live draft. They really need to put something right there. All right, let's let that pop up. And there you have it. Looks like I'm oh my goodness, come on. I'm drafting last. Well, at least I got 2 picks back to back. All the hopes of having Nikola Jokic, all the top players, even Giannis. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to settle with somebody. Maybe who knows? Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard, anybody and below. Maybe I should get Wamba. Who knows? All right, so there you see how it looks like nothing has changed too much. As you can see on the draft board right here, on the left, you got the draft number, the time this for each pick. I think it's 1.5 minutes for hours. And then you have all the draft rankings. All right. On the down here, you got all the draft sounds on and off, and settings right here. Okay, you can change it. Oh, dark mode. Okay, that must be something new. And here you can chat on the bottom. Okay. And right here it shows you what players you have selected. And you can queue players. Let's say I want somebody, let's just for example, Anthony Edwards. I want to queue him, add him to a queue. So you know, especially this is kind of like taking notes of sleeper players that you don't want to forget, you know, in this here at the moment you might forget. Okay. So my strategy for this year is, of course, I want to stay away from injury-prone players. Last year, it really hurt me when I drafted Cats and LaMelo. They were both injured for the half of the season, I think. That hurt me tremendously. So this year, I am going to minimize. I don't want to draft any injury-prone players, and that includes LaMelo. I don't trust him. And I don't trust Anthony Davis either. So I'm going to pick somebody else who have almost similar value. That's the strategy I'm going for. And one thing that I like using is Fantasy Pros. From past experience, their rankings and their analysis more accurate compared to, let's say, Roto World or NFL or NBA.com or those other analysis, including Yahoo. Okay, so this is the draft rankings. It's pretty similar to Yahoo's. So here we can look at player news too. All right, which I would definitely read. Pay attention to these red ones. That means they are kind of hurt. All right. So, like I mentioned, there's round robin. Okay. All the stats that you need. And let's go ahead and look at the tabs right here. Players, team, draft results, and standings. This might be a little bit too early for that. You can arrange players by order, by name. It looks like it arranges by first names. Okay. So in case you mess it up, just click it back here. And you can search for a player. You can change the year of the stats, average stats, total stats, all that good stuff. So I think I pretty much covered everything. See? Shows you who have joined. These players have not been joined for the live draft. You gotta be present for the live draft. That's what makes it a lot more exciting. So sit back, relax. We'll see how it turns out and who I select. Here we go. Let's see who they select. Well, I guess we got 1 minute and 15 seconds for each pick. It's pretty obvious. Nikola Jokic and then Luka Doncic. Or it could be Embiid. We'll see how they select. Yep, pretty much straightforward. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one. I'll probably select Joel, but he is kind of injury prone though. You can't go wrong with either one. Or it could be Jason Tatum. I just hope one of those top players against. I would be happy if I be able to select Giannis. Giannis. But I highly doubt it. There's no way he's going to fall to number 12. No way. Starting to get real interesting, guys. Looks like they passed up. I don't know, man. Kyrie is good, but last 3 years he was probably, I don't know, averaging less than 60 games per season. Seems like an injury-prone risk. I don't know. So between him and LaMelo, man, maybe I should get Damian Lillard. Oh man, you selected Sabonis. Dang it. Okay. I want to play it safe, guys. So I think I'm gonna go with. I like Damian Lillard's game over Kyrie. Maybe I'll do this. But then Devin Booker. Oh man, he's been playing. Devin Booker has been less injury risk. Oh, but at least here's what I'm gonna do. I like Damian Lillard, so I think I'm gonna draft him, and then I'm gonna draft. I'm leaning on Anthony Edwards. Hold on, Anthony Edwards. I'm gonna resort to this: Anthony Edwards or Trae Young. They say Anthony Edwards is better than Trae Young, so I am gonna go with Anthony Edwards. Okay, because I expect Cat to be injured, so they're gonna lean more on Anthony Edwards. That's what I'll do. Oh my goodness! Someone selected Victor Wembanyama with the 14th pick. They were definitely reaching it. I know he's gonna get a lot of blocks, rebounds. I expect probably like around 18 points as a rookie because preseason, you don't know. So that's a little bit reach. It could be a little bit risky, but sometimes it can pay off. Alright guys, the draft ended. Here are my selections. See, it shows you the teams, draft results, draft board. Oh, this is cool. See, here are my picks. Yes, I selected Zion. He was selected in, was that 6th round? Can't beat that. I'm not sure what the colors represent. So that's it. Now let's go ahead and wait for my draft grade and see what I got. Alright, so let's go ahead and check on my team. Let's see how I drafted. So there are my players. You have all your stats that you can see. Very easy. I just wish they could color code this and make it just more interesting, like Excel spreadsheet. It'd be awesome if they put a picture by it too and the number of the player. That'd be cool too. Just a suggestion. So let's go ahead and draft grade. Oh, I don't think fantasy basketball has draft grade. That's right. Unlike fantasy football, so here's my team. Unfortunately, I'm not doing so well, guys. Even though, see my record 2-3. Look at my draft grade for fantasy football. I got an A+. I've never gotten an A+ in any fantasy drafts. They gave me an A+, but I'm only 2-3. Mainly because I've been starting the wrong players. I mean, look at this week, guys. Patrick Mahomes underperforming for this year. Then my first player, Justin Jefferson, is on IR, but I was lucky to pick up Nakua. I still have a chance of winning this week, but it's not looking good right now. But at least the top 8 teams make the playoffs. I don't have to worry too much about this. So back to the fantasy basketball. It looks like there's no grade. Personally, I was thrown off by drafting last. I really needed center help. It looks like my top 2 centers, Miles Turner and Zach Collins, not the best. But if they can pop out because they are starting and they are young players. Looks like I only have 4 center position players. So I try to make up for the lack of rebounds and blocks with power forwards. And also with drafting in the ranks of the higher players, that starting players. That's my strategy. I try to draft players that are starting. So there you have it, Yahoo Fantasy Sports, especially for basketball. I love it. Yahoo does great things for fantasy sports. Actually, that's all they're good for right now. So if you're interested in fantasy basketball, go ahead and give it a try.